My brothers and sisters, our reflection comes again from staying attached to the vine, and this time it's entitled The Wilderness. Can God set a table in the wilderness? Is the question voiced by the Hebrews as deliberated in Psalm 78. We may wonder why they are so faithless, but is it possible that we too may be guilty of the same crime? What are some of the modern day wildernesses that we face? Are there not times when we hear, watch, or read the news and we think that surely evil is taking over the world and that we are helpless to resist? Think of the situation of refugees, of crowded slums, of undocumented migrants, of persons fleeing political or economic chaos or just looking for a better way of life. The damage to the ozone layer and the tremendous heat we experience in summer comes as a result of the greenhouse effect. Incest, indiscriminate abortion, sexual promiscuity, domestic violence, crime, and corruption. There is no end to the many wildernesses that may come to mind when we look around us today. Can God set a table in the wilderness? You bet. This is the same God who prepares a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Psalm 23. Sometimes it takes hard times to get God's people to sit down at the table in the first place. What is it that God wants to set on our table today? First of all, be still for a moment and think about the kind of wilderness you are in. Are there enemies? Are there dangers? Is it a peaceful place to withdraw in order to pray? Did you choose to be in this wilderness? Did someone exile you to this place? How long have you been wandering in it? Is it because you refuse to follow the pillars of cloud and light, the signs of God's plan for your direction, that you are still in this wilderness? What do you think you need God to do for you to get out? Are you alone, or are there some other people sharing your experience? And I think that COVID-19 certainly is a wilderness. If you are alone, it may be that you don't need to be, and God may be directing you to find those of like mind and journey together. If it is sin keeping you in, then you know the way out. If you don't know what is going on, see if you can find some guidelines from the Lord regarding your very next step. We all have wilderness moments, but God is always setting up some table or other. We have more power than we realize if we join together to combat various social ills, do preventive education, offer supportive companionship, and work to legislate the change approaches. Start by yourself if you have to, but try to invite a few others in. While I put a blessing on your table, God may use you to put a blessing on mine. God is a supplier of needs. You may be the source of the supply. Whom you least expect may be sent as the source for your supply. Trust God, seek God, surrender to God, and enjoy what God has to offer. With the right company, good food, and a satisfied spirit, you may even forget that you are in your wilderness. God bless you.